guys, and welcome back to Belle's Books. Please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. You can also follow me on my Instagram at Belle's Books or check out my blog www.bellsbooks.co.uk for more content. So today I'm going to be talking to you about how to learn a language if you don't have a native speaker to help you, or you can't immerse yourself, or you can't afford lessons. I'm going to talk you through some important mindsets, and then I'm going to tell you some tips and tricks. Obviously, learning a language is really difficult, so you need to have the right mindset. First of all, it's important that you be consistent. You can't give up if you don't see immediate results. It's a challenging activity and you should be impressed by the fact that you're attempting it, and you should persevere. Be consistent and don't give up. To help with this, you could create a schedule, or you could create reasonable, achievable goals. You could dedicate a small amount of time every single day just to this language. The second mindset you need to have is that it's okay if you make mistakes. Basically, fluency is more important than accuracy. Whether you're speaking or whether you're writing, it's more important that you're spending the time doing the speaking, doing the writing, than agonizing over every single word, checking the grammar's correct, and just stressing about perfection. The third thing you need to know about your attitude is that you are never too old or too young to learn a language. I know people say, oh, it's easier for children to learn languages, but actually research has shown that for adults, certain aspects are actually easier for them, and for children, certain aspects are easier for them. So whether you're a child or whether you're an adult, it's not too late or too early to start learning. I'm going to link the research that I found about this topic in the description box down below. The other thing you need to remember is that you don't need to take a class or be in school to learn a language. You can do it on your own, and you can do it in the real world. If you have that mentality, oh, I need a class, oh, I need a school, what you actually do is you restrict yourself to learning only in that environment. By just thinking of language learning as something that you incorporate into everyday life that you can do anywhere, you actually open up your world. You can train your brain out of needing a classroom setting to learn. And the final mindset, attitude, technique I recommend that you really take on board is this. The easiest language to learn is the one that you are interested in learning. I know people say, oh, pick one that's close to your language. Don't pick this because it's too hard. Chinese, that's really difficult. German, oh, don't try German. Spanish, oh my gosh, have you seen how they conjugate verbs? And that might be very true. This language is especially challenging for this reason, but all languages are challenging. No language is easy to learn. All languages are going to require you to put effort in. So I recommend that you choose a language to learn that you are genuinely interested in learning. Okay, so I'm gonna get into some language learning tips now, and these work really well when you use them in combination. One of them alone isn't enough to make you fluent. All of them are free. Basically, all of them can be done on your own, and all of them can be done from home. So first of all, start your language learning journey with a friend or a partner who's equally motivated and excited about it as you are. Having someone to learn with can be very important because not only do you have someone to practice with, but you have someone to motivate you and you have someone to motivate. It's a kind of an accountability thing. If you're accountable to someone, then you're more likely to be learning the language because you don't want to let them down. And of course, you shouldn't underestimate the importance of having someone to speak to in your new language, even if that person isn't a native speaker. My mum and my little brother Jonathan, they talk to each other in German, and neither of them are fluent in the language, but I know that by having someone to speak to, you have the chance to look up a new word if you didn't know the word. Someone else say, is that how you say that? Is that the right grammar? That's not the right grammar. Don't say that. You actually have someone to try out the things that you're learning on. So the second language learning tip I have for you is to use Quizlet to memorize vocabulary and test yourself. Quizlet is an amazing application for this because it's really easy to test yourself, quiz yourself, and create lists and kind of groups of words for you to learn. And I would recommend when you're starting off learning a language, focus on usable everyday vocabulary. So, names of foods, furnitures, colours, words that come up in everyday life, because these will enable you to have a conversation, write an email, write a letter in that language, and your fluency in the language will thus increase much more quickly because you'll be able to say more things. So the third language learning tip I have for you today is to talk to yourself. Yes, in The Crazy Person, you're just sat there and you're saying words. It doesn't matter what you're talking about, but it's just another chance for you to practice saying the words that you're learning so that you don't get stuck in this world where you can read and you can write, but you can't actually speak. So the next tip I have is seriously good for your writing skills. I would seriously recommend that you do this, please. Keep a journal in your target language. You will be able to write a little bit every single day about the things that you're doing, and you will gradually improve, and your conversational vocabulary and the common grammar tenses will come up again and again and again and really solidify your language learning. Obviously you can do this in any notebook, but if you'd like to have a more structured printable, you can actually find one in my Etsy shop, which is linked down below, and it's super cheap. It's like £1, and you purchase it once and then you print out the pages that you want to use every single day. There's a guide on how to use the language learning journal. There are color printer friendly pages and there are black and white printer friendly pages, and it's just a really good way for you to keep the structure of learning new vocabulary and grammar tenses and writing a little bit every day without having to have or find prompts. Do you know what I mean? You can just talk about what actually happened to you. The next thing I would say is read children's books in your target language. Obviously it might be a bit embarrassing to pick up the French equivalent of a Ladybird book, but in the long run it's really going to help you because the words are going to be simple, they're going to have pictures, and you're going to be able to understand what's going on. My next suggestion is read books that you're already familiar with in your native language, in your target language. So for example, I love Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. If it was a life or death situation, I could literally tell you every single thing that happens in that book. So when I was studying for my French exam in high school, what I did was I read Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone in French. It helped me get the gist of what was going on, and if I just tried to read that book in French and I didn't know the English version, it would have been way more challenging. But because I knew the English version so well, I didn't have to worry so much about comprehension, I could focus on vocabulary. So the next tip I have for you is watch movies, TV shows, YouTube videos, or listen to the radio in your target language. You don't have to be in the country of your target language to immerse yourself in it. Put the subtitles on, but in your target language, not your native language. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it encouraged you to start your language learning journey, and I hope the tips and tricks equipped you to learn the language that you're so excited about. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content. You can also comment down below and tell me what you enjoyed. Follow me on Instagram at bellsbooks and check out my website www.bellsbooks.co.uk. Have a wonderful day. Bye!